All right, everybody, thank you for stopping by. So in this video, I'm going to be going over 5 things that I want to see be added to Predecessor. And this can go from characters to mechanics to different things. I'm not going to keep it limited to any one subject, but I will have more rolling out. I just don't want these videos to be too long. So thank you again for tuning in and hope you enjoy the video. This one's pretty self-explanatory. The reason that I want this added into the game is it gives you something to work towards and a goal to do. And at times, some of these dailies and like other games, like I play Warzone and Apex, the dailies in those games give you a challenge sometimes, and it's kind of fun to do stuff like that. And it'd also be kind of fun if they just added like general goals, like I don't know, I can't think of any off the top of my head, like by winning a game in the wrong lane with the wrong character or stuff like that. I don't know. Sometimes it does annoy me when people play the wrong character in the wrong lane and do bad, but yeah, it'd be kind of fun if they had like goals and like awards for doing things that are hard and challenges. But yeah, I also get the point of not wanting to do that because yeah, you don't want people going to try to do a challenge over winning the game. But anyways, I think by having dailies, it'd also be really good to have rewards such as like the currency to buy skins and other cosmetics. I know there's not a ton of cosmetics out yet because the game's still pretty new, but just a way to earn more. And even if it was just amber, so I can buy characters when it comes out. Like for me, for example, I don't play this game a ton, maybe 2 or 3 games a day. So I don't have enough amber to buy the new characters. Like when Yin's come out and I can't afford to buy her right now. And I still have Iggy and Scorch to buy. So it'd just be kind of nice to have little challenges every day or weekly or monthly, even if they're just dailies. I think that would still be a good thing. But I think it'd be fun and it'd add more ways to earn currency for rewards and cosmetics and stuff. And I get that they want to earn money and stuff, but there's always going to be people who do spend real money on the cosmetics. So I don't think it'd hurt too much, but I just like to have a goal and something to work towards in the game. So I realize technically they aren't called cards anymore; they're items. But I don't know what to call a bunch of items, so I'm gonna call it a deck anyways. You're gonna have to bear with me on that. But what I mean by having a pre-built deck is a lot of times, especially with the console players, I know it can be hard to like search for items that you want and to have to do that every time. And every time you want a new item, you got to go in, and it's kind of annoying to type into the search bar. But I think something that would be really beneficial to everybody is to be able to go in and build a deck manually. And then when you go in there, you'll have the option just to select it. And then when you return back to base, it'll auto purchase the items for you. And you can focus on getting back into the fight, not have to spend too much time searching for those items that you want. I just think that'd be really good. And also, it leave the opportunity for people to build decks and then share them with other people. Because, like, well, the person I play with can't see. There's a lot of times he wants to know what items I get, and then off the top of my head, I don't remember them by name. A lot of them I don't know the exact name of them. I just know what they look like and where to find them. So it's kind of hard for me to explain to him where to go get them. But it'd be nice for me to be able just to say, "Oh, just go and select my deck here," and then you can select those items for yourself. And you can have several different ones. Like if the person you're fighting is tanky, then you can have an anti-tank build. You can have a penetration one. I think that's the same with anti-tank, but you know what I mean? Like someone that has magical damage, so you have a bunch of magical armor. Someone who's physical damage, you want to replace the magical armor with physical armor, and you just have several different variations. I just think that'd be really fun and good to add to the game, especially for the console players that struggle with the search bar. So this kind of goes along with the having pre-built decks, but something I think would be really good is when you're in the menu looking at items, to be able to have a search bar. Because the other day I was just thinking about this because my brother told me about an item, and I just couldn't find the item in the search bar. I had to go and look through every single one and find the card that he mentioned because he only told me the name. I don't know what it looks like or anything, so it's super annoying. And it'd also be kind of nice if it was like in game where you could select like by like attack speed. This adds attack speed, critical damage, physical power, and whatever it adds. And you could search by like that to have that in the menu, especially if they made it so that you could build pre-built decks. But yeah, I have a clip here showing what I mean. All right, so just for example, I kind of wanted to show the store what it looks like, or not the store, the collection and the items, and it's like finding items that you like here. can be kind of a nightmare because like you can only see the 12 at a time, and it's kind of really annoying to find the cards that you want, and you can't really sort by this because it's like I sometimes like carry items on my like my Grux. I like Sky Splitter on it, and Sky Splitter is technically a carry item. This is technically a carry item, but I think it goes really good on Grux because it's attack speed and critical speed. But there's no real way to search it up, and because somebody tells you about an item, you're like, okay, I don't know what the item looks like. I gotta go find it. Like, okay, what's this one called? Okay, okay, and it just gets taking too long to go through all of these items, and I just think a search bar there would be amazing. So, yeah. So I have to start off with this by saying I understand why they haven't added any voice chat into the game. There's already enough toxicity as it is, but at the same time, I think it would add a lot of fairness to the game as well as balance. If you've ever played a game where you have a teammate or a team that you have mics with and you can have comms and actually talk to them, you'll know how much better it is to have that than to have just the built-in comms that are in the game. Because a lot of times, like when you're in the heat of battle, you don't have time to stop and do the CV, like, you know, do the combination to let someone know that someone's missing in your lane or you need help or they need a ward fang tooth or something. And during that time while you're doing those commands, you aren't able to fight back or do anything, so it could be really stressful. And there's a lot of times where like you should be having more map awareness, but at the same time when you're in the middle of a fight, you're not necessarily paying attention to the map, and it'd be nice if you could somebody could audibly tell you, I'm here to help you, retreat back this way, or if you're running away, they tell you to turn left or turn right, and you can run to them for help. And just there's so many different ways that having voice communication is so much better. And the reason I say it add balance is because there's people who get in here with 5-man groups and they're all in a group call and they have voice chat, and you can tell because you'll start fighting someone and suddenly they all show up to get you and they just coordinate so well. And it's just when you're playing with random people that you don't have comms with, it can get really frustrating to deal with people who are all in a group call. And pretty much if they're all in a group call, they're going to win the fight. I mean, obviously that's generalizing, but most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, the team with voice chat is going to win. So I think it'd be good to add. Though, like we said before, there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings and people saying words that they shouldn't in the chat. So I kind of get why they haven't added that yet. But at the same time, I feel like it could be good. I just need a lot of moderation and censorship, obviously. So I'll admit that this next one's kind of a throwaway one, but Wukong was one of my favorite characters from Paragon, and I know that they had a lot of struggles with him being unbalanced and pretty much being broken. And I remember at the end of the game, they kept taking him out of the lineup because he was so broken that it was just ruining the game. But then they just didn't really work on fixing him. So when the game went down, he wasn't even playable at the time. But I think adding him to the game would be really good because I've been on the Facebook page and the Reddit page for Predecessor, and there's a lot of people asking for him to be added. I think he was a fan favorite. And with the new game Black Myth Wukong coming out, or it's already come out, it's kind of made Wukong a really popular name right now. So I think it'd be really good for the game because that Black Myth Wukong, it's been nominated for Game of the Year. So I mean, I don't know. As of this video, I don't know if it'll win, but I think it will because the game was so good and popular that I think it'd bring a lot of people to the game if that character is added to the game. I don't know how like copyrights and all that stuff's gonna work or anything like that because yeah, like I said, I don't really know anything about it. I know that the Paragon made it so all their assets were free and open, but obviously somebody picked up Wukong, and I don't know how that'll work or anything like that. But I think it'd be fun if they added him. And like I said, he was my favorite character. I just kind of liked all the mechanics of him. So I hope he gets added to the game soon. But yeah, anyways, that's the end of this video. If you guys want to see more like this, let me know in the comment section. Also, feel free to add stuff in the comments that you want to see added to the game. And if there's any that I agree with and I add it in the video, I will shout you out and let everyone know where the idea came from. So yeah, be sure to like the video, comment down below any suggestions, and as well as to Subscribe so you don't miss any more videos, and be sure to hit that notification bell. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.